Success. 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 Everyone wants it, but not everyone achieves it. Why? Because most people unknowingly follow the perfect formula for failure. Today, we are going to expose the 7 habits that guarantee you'll never reach your full potential. But here's the good news. Once you know these habits, you can break them either on your own with the coach or right here with us at the bridge. Now, let's go ahead and dive in. Habit number 1, the "it's just one day" trap. Does this sound familiar? Oh, it's raining today. It's cold outside. So you think, I'll just relax, have a glass of wine, watch some Netflix, and chill. Well, that's exactly how it starts, with the "it's just one day" mindset. Or maybe it's a new drinking buddy, a new time-sucking habit that creeps in slowly. Maybe it's just 5 more minutes. Or I'll do it tomorrow. Or just one more day. Small things, but small is how it begins. And small is what flies under the radar of success. All it takes is one little nudge in the wrong direction, a skipped workout, a missed opportunity, a compromised value, and then bam, you're off track, you're off course. And it was so subtle, you didn't even notice it until weeks, months, and years pass by. This is how dreams are ruined, how motivation is zapped, how relationships are destroyed by a 1% shift in the wrong direction. It starts small. Oh, it's just one day off. It's only 5 minutes, but those minutes turn into hours, those hours into days, and suddenly you've wasted months of opportunity. The truth is, success is built in the margins. It's what you do when no one is watching, when no one is holding you accountable, when nobody cares but you. And often, your day off. That's your greatest chance to build something or to add to whatever you've already started. But instead, it vanishes without a trace. Lost time is never found again. Benjamin Franklin. How much time do you spend watching other people live their dreams? Sports stars, celebrities, influencers. You over here cheering from the sidelines, but who's cheering for you? Distractions are everywhere, masquerading as fun. They wear the face of entertainment, but behind the mask, they are dream killers. Dream killers. Video games, endless scrolling, Netflix marathons, pointless debates on social media, loud parties, chill sessions. Oh yeah, man, you know, I'm just over here chilling. Then that turns into an entire weekend. Some of you even schedule time to waste time. You know who you are. Buying the stuff, rolling it up, lighting it up, smoking, then laughing, eating, zoning out, or crashing on the couch like you earned that right. And what do you have to show for it? Nothing. Nothing that moved you forward, nothing that fed your growth, nothing that built the future that you're supposed to be chasing. If you're always at the party, always at the bar, always caught in a binge loop, then when do you build your own future? Distractions are the silent killers of momentum. They don't hit hard, they hit often, and you don't even feel the damage until it's already done. Now, don't get it twisted. The time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time unless that's all you do. Entertainment isn't evil, but if it's your full-time job, you'll be working part-time on your dreams, if ever at all. In the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey breaks it down into 2 circles. The circle of concern, everything you worry about but can't control, and the circle of influence, everything you can control. Your health, your mindset, your choices, your effort. Most people live trapped in the circle of concern, arguing about politics, gossiping about celebrities, stressing over things that have no direct impact on their lives. Meanwhile, their own lives is falling apart quietly in the background. Now, imagine a room with 3 different groups of people in it. One group is arguing about the game last night, another is talking about which Hollywood couple just got divorced, and the third group, they're locked in, exchanging ideas. Ideas about how to grow, how to build, how to take even one step toward better life. Now, let me ask you, which group do you think is most likely to win in life? Small minds discuss people. Average minds discuss events. Great minds discuss ideas. You want to win? Start focus on what you can change today. Journal it. Act on it. Grow from it. Because while the world argues about nothing, winners are working in silence on everything that matters. Picture this. Two friends are talking. One asks, "So, did you ever start that business that you were talking about starting last year?" The other says, "Nah, not yet. See, what had happened was I had to help my boy with his car. Then I had to cut the grass. Then I had to quit my job because I didn't like how the customers were talking to me. They was so rude." These are all small things, and at the end of the day, they're just excuses. Someone once told me, if you want something badly enough, you'll make it happen. But if you don't, you'll make excuses. Simple as that. You think Stallone wrote, directed, acted, and built a legacy by stopping to fix everyone's problem along the way? Helping with cars that he didn't know how to fix? Listening to random convos that had nothing to do with his dream? Hell no. That's not how dreams and goals are accomplished. My mindset is simple. If you can't tell me something that I don't know or something that can't help me grow within 4 minutes and 45 seconds, then guess what? I gotta go. You know why? Because I value my time. I absolutely value my time because time is the one thing that we can never get back. Question is, do you value yours? If something's not in direct alignment with my goals, then I don't have time for that. Sorry. Now, of course, I'll make time for real priorities, but every little distraction can't become an exception. Someone else's lack of planning cannot be or become an emergency for me. So, stop letting small things become big reasons. Excuses won't build your future, but action and discipline will. You ever catch yourself saying, "Oh, I'll do it tomorrow," but then tomorrow becomes next week becomes next month, and before you know it, the dream is still just the dream, untouched, unlived, and unrealized. Procrastination, dragging your feet to even start a task, let alone finish it. We dress it up as being, "Oh my God, I'm so busy," waiting for the right time. But the truth is, it's not laziness, it's fear. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of being seen trying. And then there's the comfort zone, a quiet killer. It whispers, "You're good right here. Just coast, just survive, just make it." But here's my question to you. Why is that okay with you? Why is just enough enough? Listen, if you're here watching this, it's because something inside of you knows you're ready to let that mindset go. You're ready to grow, to stretch, and to become more. Comfort is the enemy of progress and procrastination. It's fear wearing a clever disguise. You never change your life until you change something you do daily. Mike Murdoch. You don't need a new year. You don't need a perfect condition. You just need to begin. And that starts with habit number 6. No vision, just fear. Many people fail not because they aren't capable, but because they have no vision, no clear target, no imagined outcome. They fear taking the first step. They fear rejection. They fear the unknown. Fear. Fear is moving out of your comfort zone. Fear is thinking you're unworthy of success. But fear is also a big, fat lie. False evidence appearing real. And for most people, it keeps them enslaved. Building someone else's empire, sending someone else's kids to college, funding someone else's vacation to Cancun and Punta Cana. Without vision, every setback feels permanent. But with vision, every failure becomes a stepping stone, something that you can learn from. Every rejection becomes redirection. And as Tony Robbins said, setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. So take that first step. Stumble if you must, wobble if you have to, but take it again and again and again and again and again. Because the more you walk toward your fear, the less power it holds on you. And before you know it, you're the one flying to Cancun. You're the one sending your kids to college. You're the one who turned fear into fuel. So here's your solution. Write down your long-term vision. Visualize success daily. Take small, consistent steps towards your goal. This is how you grow from fear. This is how you grow from experience. And this is why you should never, ever stop learning. Which leads us into habit number 7. Habit 7, stop learning. Take a look around you. How many lifelong learners do you see who are broke, hopeless, or stuck? How many people who actively invest in their growth are homeless, struggling, or even counting pennies? For me, the answer is simple. It's none, zero, absolutely none of them. Because the moment you stop learning, you stop growing. And the moment you stop growing, you start dying. Not physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. When was the last time you picked up a book that could actually change your life? The last time you stepped into a library or a bookstore or signed up for a course, not just for fun, but for your future? When's the last time you attended a seminar, a workshop, or a conference, or even sat with a mentor who pushed you to be better? These experiences aren't luxuries. They're the fuel of every successful person that you admire. And the lack of them is why so many people stay stuck. Because when you stop learning, you get distracted much easier. Distractions are the silent killers of dreams. Not with a bang, but with a scroll. Whether it's video games, TikTok drama, binge watching movies or shows, or even arguing online with strangers. These are the traps, and the stats prove it. The average person spends 2.5 hours a day on social media. You know what? That's 912 hours a year. 912! That's time that you could have been building your business, writing a book, or even learning a new skill. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Benjamin Franklin. But guess what? Most people don't invest. They scroll, they consume, and they complain. Then they wonder why nothing changes. But here's the good news. Change doesn't require perfection. It just requires a decision. In the next section, I'm going to show you how to break free from these 7 habits and how to build a life rooted in growth, focus, discipline, and vision. It's time to stop surviving and start building. Now, let's go ahead and start talking about some solutions. Solutions for the 7 habits that guarantee failure. Habit number 1, not taking responsibility. Start every day by asking, what can I control today? Replace blame with action. Keep a wins journal to track daily progress, no matter how small you think it is. Stop saying, they made me feel, and start saying, I choose to. Negative self-talk. Write 3 affirmations and say them out loud daily. Surround yourself with people who uplift your mindset. Turn limiting beliefs into learning opportunities. Instead of saying, I'm not good at this, try, I'm learning how to get better at this. Focusing on the wrong things. List what's in your circle of concern versus what's in your circle of influence. Eliminate gossip-heavy or drama-filled sources this week, like social media, group chats, etc. And choose to spend time in idea spaces, podcasts, masterminds, books, or conversations focused on solutions. Solutions. Be solution orientated. So this can help you to have a solution orientated mindset. Replace, I don't have time for that, with I now spend time with things that are important to me, and see how that feels. Start a weekly accountability check-in with a trusted friend or coach. Set one non-negotiable daily action towards your goal, even if it's just 10 minutes. Staying comfortable. Identify your current comfort zone and name at least one action outside of that you can take. Do something uncomfortable on purpose every week, like public speaking, networking, or learning a new skill. And track your consistency, not your perfection. Progress thrives on effort and not ease. Living without vision. Write down your 5-year vision in vivid detail. Finances, health, relationships, and mindset. Visualize it every morning for 3 to 5 minutes. Break your vision into 3-month mini missions and celebrate each milestone. Stopping the learning process. Read at least one personal development book per month. Subscribe to 2 podcasts on your YouTube channel that sharpens your mind. Attend at least 1 seminar, 1 workshop, or 1 coaching session every quarter, or at least once a year. At least. Turn screen time into skill time. Replace 1 hour of scrolling with at least 1 hour of learning. So, there you have it. 7 habits that guarantee failure. Not because life wants you to fail, but because success doesn't visit those who invite failure through daily decisions. But here's the good news. Every single one of these habits is a choice. And the moment you choose differently, you start walking a new path. You were never meant to settle, not for average, and not for failure. You were built to rise, to break cycles, to build something better. So let this be your wake-up call, your turning point, your line in the sand. If you're ready to leave these habits behind and build the life you were meant for, then the next video is for you. Failure is a habit, so is success. So choose wisely. And in the meantime, stay healthy, happy, and brilliant. Peace.